Morning, morning. How's it going? Hope everybody had a good sleep. Let's see what we're looking at here. So Q's not yet, but I'm looking at IWM right now. Big time strength on IWM. SPY is still lagging a bit. QQQ is lagging a bit. But to start the day, I'm looking at IWM. So big 15-minute candle closure above our zone here, above the 200 EMA on the 1 hour. And I want to see a retracement up at this 13 EMA, which lines up with that 1 hour 200 EMA. So let's see. Maybe we get it. It's looking strong though, very strong. So I want to retest. I want a retest of this 13 EMA. See if we can get a hold. SPY and Q still hasn't done it. Q's ideal scenario here is it breaks out of this range. So I got a nice pivot right here. So I want to see a break out of 709.77. I want to see a break outside 709.77 right here. 15-minute candle closure. SPY, same sort of thing. Pivot high right here. But IWM is standing out so far. So let's see. Super nice IWM chart right now. Clean. If I'm going to compare all of them, SPY not so clean, Q's not so clean, IWM the cleanest, right? So I want to choose the cleanest and strongest stock of the day out of those three. So let's see if it gives us a retest. I don't want it to hit my target before giving me a retest. Then I'm going to be less inclined to take that with any sort of size. So hopefully it comes back here. Let's see if she does it. Let's see if she does it. What's up, bro? How you doing? How's your day going? And IWM is crazy strong right now. It's alright. Just getting started here. I'm watching IWM top one so far. If NASDAQ can break outside this zone and IWM is too far gone, then I'll probably focus on this one. Depending on what the SPY does, but ideally they can be both outside those zones. If SPY starts rejecting, like if SPY hasn't cleared and Q's has, I'm not going to take Q's until SPY clears, because that's just going to drag it down. But so far, IWM is looking nice. It would be nice if it slowed down and retested this 13 for me. The EMAs are spreading out nicely. So I like the look of that. EMAs are looking really nice. How's the funded going today? Up 300, nice. You reduce your size or what? Alright, let's see what IWM does here. Worth a stab for me, for sure. 2 micros? Nice, man. I think that's the right call, dude. I think that's the right call. I don't think I'm going to go over 1 or 2 micros anymore. I can't. Based on my account size, I can't. It just doesn't make sense at all. I text you. I don't know if you got that, but... see what happens with IWM. Are you still trading or are you done? Yo, Pasha, what's up, bro? So I'm watching IWM here. I want to see what this does. So IWM coming into that 13. Watching this one. Q's rejecting off that pivot, so nothing there. Same with SPY. IWM coming in. I want to see some holds of that 13. Pasha, you take anything? Nice, man. Good job. You take it long or what? Got a class at 9:30, so I'm not going to be doing much today. Nice. That's cool. Good long off these EMAs. They were kind of like they were looking all right here for sure. Once this came below the EMAs and reclaimed, I was thinking it'd be a nice long. I just didn't want to start trading that fast at the open, but I thought this was a nice long too. Right here. Let's see what happens at this reaction zone. SPY and Qs. Yesterday we had quite the sell-off here. So obviously a clear area of resistance that we got to pass. Lot of room to previous day high. Fucking lot of room, man. 15 bucks. So it could squeeze. If shorts are piling in, it could squeeze. But got to clear that zone. I want to see the reaction to this IWM here. Take a little stab at this 13 if it holds. I want to see some nice holds here. Super nice EMAs though. EMAs are clean. Very clean. So ideally get as lowest to this 13 as possible so my risk is tight. So ideally starter and then add. Yeah, nice rejection right there. Big rejection. So nothing there until that clears. Same with SPY. IWM slowly coming in. So retesting pre-market high on this, but below that big zone. Got pre-market high right here. Just no room really. Like, I guess there was a little bit of room, but just these rejections, man. Look at how hard this rejection was. So ideally, short side would be pre-market low. SPY trying. SPY looking decent. Just might need some more time. It's good though. I like waiting at least half an hour. If the charts, you know, don't give me the opportunity for half an hour, I'd prefer it. Let these things settle. We get a big reaction at 10 a.m. Eastern anyways. Always 10:01. There's a big reaction of some sort. So ideally wait for that 10 a.m. trigger here. 2.5 minutes. Use the washroom real quick. I'll be right back. Yo. So IWM is just chilling here. 10 a.m. in 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's see the reaction. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for that 10 a.m. reaction. Always something. Okay, we got 30 seconds. Still just rejecting. Pre-market high, right back into pre-market high here. But I think in 1 second we'll start seeing a reaction here. Let's see what it looks like. What are you going to do? Here comes IWM into that 13. So watching this right now. Let's see the reaction off this 13. So it'd just be a starter at that 13 if it holds. And then an add if it holds again. Let's see. So I need to see buyers here. So far, no buyers. Got 30 seconds left on this candle, so I'm going to wait for that candle to close. No buyers. And now Q and SPY is also looking like it wants to melt. Let's see. So bull flag above that 13, but not really seeing what I want to see yet. Might try a starter soon, but I want to see a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna try 2 right here, and then if it rolls and gives me some more retests, I'm gonna try some more. But for now, just a starter on IWM. Looking to add as well, but let's see. Let's see if we can get some continuation on IWM here. So stop will be the low of that candle. So 1.5 R is the first one I want to take off, is 1.5 R, which is the highs, and then I'm going to ideally go for break even or the next zone up, which is previous day high. So that's my plan. So I'm going to wait for this alarm and then this alarm right here. All right, IWM's looking good for now. It's looking good. It's looking healthy. I like it. I wouldn't want to add up here. I'd want to add if it came back and retested that 13, I'd add some more. But now we're nearing my first target, so no add. So I like the strength off that 13. That was really nice. It's a nice amount of strength right off that 13. So let's see if we can get high day here. Good pop. Let's get a volume pop in here. Let's get it moving. Q and SPY starting to move too, which is good. Looks like Q and SPY is curling off pre-market high here. So SPY trying. So I'm definitely interested in SPY and Q as well if we could do it today. If we could do it, I'm 100% going in on these two. For now, just in this one, let's see what it wants to do. I want high day first scales, and then I'm going to hold off for previous day high. See if I can get it. Good. I think we should hit high day here now because we got past this pivot. So this was kind of an area I wanted to get past. So let's see if we could do it. Got pretty close. Hood moving too. Nice. Bull. Nice. My swings are doing okay there. It's good. Alright, we're almost there. Almost at the first TP. Let's get a blast off here. SPY and Q moving now, so that's good. It's good for me. SPY and Q moving. Right at resistance for SPY and Q. So if we can get blast off, we could get a solid bull day today. If we can get a nice closure above these zones, I think we can get a nice bullish day to previous day high. We just gotta get a nice closure above this zone. We got 5 minutes left on this 15, and then we got a lot of room to previous day high. A lot. So I think it could be a really nice day to the upside if we can break this zone. see. IWM almost at my target here. I'll take one off at the highs here for IWM, just because we're pretty much at the highs here. So I'm just going to de-risk a little bit, just because I don't want this thing to reject on me. Right at the highs. And then the rest is just going to go break even. I'm going to trail the 13, and ideally I don't take it off until right here. So this is going to be my target. Right here. And then same time, I'm going to be watching SPY and Q. So this range is pretty crazy, guys. Like if you're going to be playing this range, you have to realize the risk, right? Because for example, for futures, like this range is crazy. Like MNQ, let's say MNQ, like look at this for just the bottom candle. Like if you're not trading futures, maybe it doesn't matter, but we're at 29,147 here at the highs. So I'm literally risking like 90 points, almost 80 points. Just for the low of this candle, when it's usually like 30 points. So the range is doubled. The candle range has doubled. So got to put that in consideration here with sizing. Nice, man. It's moving. Good. IWM now hits first target. So that's good. High day. High day hit. So I'm not taking any off until I reach my next target point. So either break even or slightly red. I'm just going to leave this slightly red or break even, or my next target, which is going to be like somewhere around here. Yeah, so like somewhere like right here. So if I can get it, I'll take it off right there. But I think that's a great look. Great look to start the day. IWM long. Let's see what happens. I don't want SPY and Q to reject because that's probably going to weigh us down if it does. I need SPY to close. We got a minute and a half. I don't know if it does it in the next minute, but if it does, that initiates the long for SPY for me. SPY also, I want Q to clear as well. I need Q to clear as well. Because I can't have Q rejecting while SPY is going. That's just gonna, that's like a lower probability trade. So I don't want that. So if Q's, oh, look at that. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that pop? Oh my God, is that news? Boys, help me out. Is that news? That looked like a news pop. It's only 10:15. What was that? That was weird. That was a weird pop. Okay, so good de-risking at the highs, regardless. That's why we de-risk at the highs. Let's see if we can get another move up off this 13. If not, then I'll cut the rest. Because SPY and Q is now rejecting the highs. We got this pivot high. SPY did not close. Q did not close. Still rejecting those highs, but I want to see if we can break, man. I want to break. We need a break. If it can't, if it fails, if we get a big 15-minute candle failure, then I'll probably switch my focus to shorts. This thing is about to take me out, I think. Needs to hold right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop out there just because that doesn't look good. So good little stab at IWM here. Worth a shot. Good we de-risked that high day, but just flat on the day pretty much here. Okay, so let's see what happens. These candles are moving kind of funky. So nothing really happening right now. I'm just gonna wait. There's just like when it's obvious, it's gonna be obvious. So far, IWM was a great attempt. That was obvious. Lots of strength right into that 13 starter. This candle's gross. Weird, like I don't know, some weird movements were happening. I don't know what was happening, but I feel like now this is just less trustworthy. So I de-risked break even there on that. And then I think I'll probably just now wait on the Q and SPY. I want to wait on the Q and SPY. Because if this has a big bearish candle, I think it should probably just flush. It's my guess. Let's see. Put that right there. So pre-market low, 728 down to 722, lot of room, man. If we get like a pre-market low break and retest, a lot of room down. A lot. Same with Qs, lots of room down. IWM looking like shit, so I'm good on this one. $15-minute candle's not looking great. Like this wasn't looking good. Doji. And now this could just come back and retest this, so probably just get off this one. What are you guys taking? Anything for you boys? MNQ, what are you doing, Pasha? You short? You long? What are you doing? Did you go long off pre-market high or what? Well, pre-market high looks like it's right here. There's not... Oh, that's SPY. Sorry. Right here. Did you long off pre-market high? This was the only long I think that's valid at the open. Right here. Good long right here off pre-market high, but right now it's just looking messy. Just scalp. Nice. Nice. Yeah, nothing here yet, man. So I'm just gonna chill for now. See what happens, right? Randy, what are you doing, man? You're probably doing 100 things. What are you doing? You in SoFi? Let's see what SoFi is doing. I know you were calling out SoFi in a group the other day. Yeah, I never trade this guy. Always in SoFi, ITM strategy. Oh, nice. Nice, man. So it looks like Hood's having a day, decent day. Bull, I'm swinging bull. I've been swinging bull for a long time. Just been buying dips. What else is happening? Not much else, hey? AVGO, I'm still looking to get an AVGO, but I feel like it might go lower. 375 was my entry point, but I just feel like this thing could go a lot lower. I had my alert right here. So my alert hit. Nice candle off that alert, but I don't know, man. I feel like it could go lower. 350 is a nice psych point. I like 350 a lot. Just 1 second. Man, these scammers are getting so sophisticated. I had a scammer call me the other day, and he called me with a British accent, and in between his little voice changer, it went from British accent to Indian accent, and then quickly back to British accent. And I was like, oh my god, these guys are using voice changers now. It's crazy. Of course, once you call them out, they hang up right away, but yeah, they're getting good out here. AI is going to be a problem, man. AI is going to be a problem with scammers. IWM looks to be trying again. IWM looks to be trying to curl again. SPY and Q's going, guys. SPY and Q's is going now. So we got SPY and Q moving. That's really good. Let's see if we can get a candle closure here. 15-minute candle closure, ideally on both. I don't want Q's to reject if SPY doesn't. Like if SPY closes and Q's rejecting, I don't want that. So I think we might be in play here. This is looking good. So good consolidation. It is looking choppy though. Like it's choppy though. Like gotta recognize how the 13 is moving with this. So if it dips for me a little bit below that 13, kind of like it has here, there could be just deeper pulls. It's just looking a little choppier. SPY is looking a bit cleaner to me. Let's see. 5 minutes left on this candle. Hopefully we get some closures. If you like AVGO 350, you could sell the put and take in 1K. Yeah, that's for sure. But what happens if it goes up to 450? What happens to that put? Are you like hedging that put? Or are you just talking straight put? Four minutes left on this candle. Ideally, we get some closures, man. I don't want wicks. I don't want big wicks. If it didn't hit below 350, you could pocket the 1K. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm super down for that for sure. I'm just waiting for my account to go live here on my broker, and then I will be definitely doing that. IWM still trying. Nice reclaim of the 13. That's all you, Randy. Thanks for the background music recommendation. It's much better, eh? Than silence, than hearing me breathe, for sure. It's definitely better than my breath. Alright, so 2 minutes left on this 15. So far looking good, but I want to see a closure. Or no trade. Spies above. Ideally, there's the top wick gets filled here pretty quick. IWM looks like it's going to go too. This would have been a good re-entry right here off this 13 reclaim. But I'll just keep my focus on SPY and Q. Ah, man, that sucks. 1 minute left and it looks like it's rejecting. I don't think that's going to do it now. In 1 minute, I don't think so. Look at that rejection. Let's see. So that did not close, guys. That did not close. Almost. Just not quite. It was close. It was very close. This 13 is getting respected on SPY, but just a big rejection spot. Yeah, no go. So no go still for me here. Look at that rejection, man. Wow. So good no long there. So good we didn't chase that. Really good we didn't chase that. Look at that. So man, like I don't mind waiting. Like I'd rather wait than just get stopped out for no reason. So good no trade. Yeah, like honestly, if I can get a big bearish candle here on a 15, I know that this is gonna be, that's gonna switch the narrative here. So until that happens though, there's nothing. I want to see a 15-minute candle closure bearish, like the way we saw this one off this rejection point, come down and just close really bearish. I think that'll kind of set the tone for the morning. It looks like it's still trying, but I don't know, man. A lot of sellers. It's choppy. Back set up on the 15. What are you looking at on back? What the hell is back? Bank of America Corporation. There it is. 15-minute. Oh yeah, that looks good. Are you in, Randy? IWM is still trying. Nice. IWM looking decent. Choppy, like sideways, but still holding. Like just a big flag. Keeps reclaiming that 13. SPY moving. SPY moving now. Reclaim that 13 as well. 15 on SPY is looking better now. So I think that might have been a short trap. That to me kind of looks trappy to the short side. Look how it went down. Right? Look how it went down. Short trap people right here thinking this is gonna break down, and in that 13 reclaim, I feel like this could have been a short trap. It very well could have been a short trap. Let's see though. I think that was a little tell, man. I think this was a little tell, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I think that quick reclaim is telling us that this thing might go, and the 15 is looking super strong. We'll see. If we can get past these highs, I think it's gonna rip. If we get past those highs, I think it rips. And it's choppy. Very choppy. Big rejection again. But I mean, overall, it's making higher lows. What are you guys thinking? You guys thinking short side or what? Or is this trapping everybody each way, each direction? Super choppy, man. Super choppy. I mean, like, after a day like yesterday, this is, like, are we surprised that it's like this today? I'm not surprised. Yesterday was crazy. Look at the move yesterday. Like, I'm not surprised at all this is happening. Seen it so many times. Massive move, the next day followed by chop. So, it'd be good to not get chopped alive during this. Yeah. Definitely patience here. So if the move doesn't happen like in the next 45 minutes, I don't know. Don't want to watch paint dry the whole day. Save my mental capital for either power hour or the morning. We'll see. I think not trading this shit is an edge too, though. Right? Not like holding yourself back from trading this shit is an edge. So like big picture, EMA trend is in. Big picture. But still hasn't cleared that zone. But like the EMA trend is in. It's just choppy. It is making higher lows. Like I was saying, it's making higher lows. It's just choppy-ish. Like the way this is going, like it looks like it's gonna go to me. Especially with like the short traps. EMA trend is telling me it's gonna go. So if we can get a nice close, I think this thing could rip. But we need that close. EMAs are doing the right thing. Like they're fanning out perfectly. We just need a close for this thing to rip. All right, Pasha. You probably won't miss much, but have a good day, buddy. I'll see you in the room. INTC wants up. Intel. Yeah, it sure does. Hey, it looks like it wants up for sure. It's got the exact same chart as Q and SPY. $15's got a minute left on it. Doesn't look great for now, but the EMAs are saying it's bullish. EMAs are bullish. Still making higher lows here for now, but the EMAs are bullish. It's just choppy. It's just like chopping through that 13, and I noticed that right here. Like it's just chopping through the 13. So I think if we get a nice closure on the 15, I think this thing rips. But it's not going to happen on this candle for sure because there's 10 seconds left. So there's that bearish 15. Bearish 15. So I think this is going to be now. I think this is now going to set the tone maybe. Choppy day, man. Choppy day. Super weak 15 close. So that's telling me maybe we'll get a switch in momentum here. 2-minute finally rejected. 200's got to hold for this thing to stay intact, I think. 200's got to hold. Feel like we probably retest that 200. If this 48 doesn't hold, and then this thing might flip bearish. I'll look to go short pre-market low if we get it. .48's gonna give it out here probably. By the looks of it, I think we're going to retest this 200. That's what I think. Okay, so I think now we've clearly switched. Like this is clearly like a nice bull trap, big bearish close, and I think now, at the very least we'll get a 200 tap right here, and then see what happens at that 200. Because this is going to be the last line of defense. Because look at this 200 right here. I read it open, right at open. And you can see the respect the 200 has, right? So I think this is going to be the next retest at that 200, and then see what happens there. And if that gives it out, it's probably going short side. Cuz still climbing. Nice, Randy. You took that yesterday, hey? That looks good. Let's see what happens at this 200. I think we hit that 200, and then that's going to be kind of like the last line of defense here for the bulls. That 200. There's that 200 coming in. There it is. I think we retest that 200 pretty quick. Almost. Just so choppy, man. So choppy. Yeah, it's really choppy. Not ideal. And makes me not want to trade, to be honest. Makes me not want to trade. There's nothing here. Whew. There's nothing here. Here comes that 200 now. Here comes a 200. Last line of defense right here. If it melts right through, which is looking like it's going to melt right through. Here's that last line of defense right here, the 200. This 200 has to hold. It's the last line. If this melts right through, we're going bearish, I think. Which is already bearish, so I think like look at the 15. Yeah, look at that. Crazy. As expected though. After this, like this was as expected for me. So let's see a retest of this 200. Not a bad short look for me. I want to see a retest of that 200 now. So I'm going to eye some shorts. So we're at the 200. I want to see a retest. I want to see some consolidation underneath this 200. And I'll be looking to go short potentially here. Let's see the retest here. Okay, looking to potentially go short pretty quick. Just kind of waiting to see how this thing shakes out. Right here, coming up pretty quick. Let's see. I want to see a nice hold. Okay, I'm going to go short right here. Going short right there. Okay, so far a good short. Okay, I need this 200 to hold though. I need this 200 to hold. I'm gonna get out if it doesn't hold. Just watching it. Watching this area here. If this doesn't hold, I'm going to get out pretty quick. So this got to hold. So let's see what happens here. So choppy though, man. So this is pre-market high. We're retesting pre-market high here. So this has to hold. This pre-market high has to hold us down. Gonna add one more since we're just below that pre-market high. That pre-market high has to hold us down. So let's see what happens here. So I added one more right underneath pre-market high right here. See if we can get new lows. So pretty much like this is my average around here. Pre-market highs right here. So I want to get some out at the lows, but ideally like I'm hitting 2R at least here. I want to see this thing flow for me a little bit. Let's see what other pivots we got. We got a pivot right here. So if I can get out like right here, my half position right there, and then ideally we go to the pre-market low, but let's see. First pivot for me is going to be right here. I want to take some off right there. See if we get some flowing action underneath this low. I want this low to break. We're underneath the 200 again. Rejected off that pre-market high, off the VWAP. EMA's flip bearish. So I think we can flow here a little bit. So good cross right at pre-market high. Back underneath the 200. So we just need to flow a little bit here. Okay, good. Good. Good move. Let's see if we can get past these lows. I'm tempted to take some out at these lows, but I feel like we snapped through them. I feel like we snapped through those lows just the way this all went down. I also don't want to not de-risk at the lows, so just waiting for a quick second here. Let's see. Here's that low. Okay, good read, not to de-risk any there yet. Hello, Legacy Football. Welcome to the team, buddy. Okay, let's see if this low can snap. Okay, we got the lows again, so let's see. Let's see what it does. Let me hear that alarm. Good, no de-risk at the lows for now. Big turkey in here? I don't think so, man. I don't know. I haven't seen him. All right, so let's see. I want to hear my alarm. I want to hear that alarm. Let me de-risk one pretty quick. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to de-risk one right there, just because we're at the lows. So perfectly right at that alarm bell. It just didn't hit, but I took it off right there because we got some resistance or some support there. So let's see if we can get some flowing action now that I de-risked half. So now I'm not going to let this thing go red on me, but I want to see how much further we can go. This is going to be my next de-risk spot right here, or I'll just trail the candles right there. So far flowing well. Okay, that's a good move so far, guys. Good move. So far, good move. Let's see if we can get a little bit more flowing action here. A little bit more flowing action. My alarm is about to be tagged, so I'm slowly going to start trailing these candles here. I'll probably get out like right here. If it busts through these highs, I'm probably going to get out, because I don't want to give back this whole move. So let's see what happens. Ideally, it flows a little bit more, but bulls are in trouble, man. Bulls are in trouble. Tice, turn that down for me. Thanks, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna trail this now, candle by candle here. I'm gonna trail this because I don't want this thing to go red on me, and I want it to flow. So if it doesn't flow, it's all good. There's my alarm. Beautiful, man. There's my alarm. So that's my pivot. So I expect some sort of bounce at this pivot because we had a big bounce right here. So if we can snap through these lows, I think we flow hard. All right, there's that pivot low. If we smash this pivot low, we're gonna go hard. Oh, there it is. All right, so people's stops are gonna be taken out right here. Let's see if it works. Let's see if we can flow. Let's see if we can flow. So far, we're at 2.5 R on our money. So I think we can flow, man. I really do. So I don't want to be quick to take the stop, but I gotta be cognizant of the fact that we're here at these lows. So we could bounce off these lows. I just don't want to give that back. So I got my stop above this candle. Got my stop above that candle. But let's see if we can get some flowing action here. The way this all went down today, I feel like we could flow, but let's see. And these lows are they're not bouncing super quick for now. So now we're below these lows. Below these lows, and there's no buyers yet. Let's see if these lows hold. People might be trying to dip buy this, and if it doesn't hold, it's going to flow even harder. So I'm going to trail this now pretty tight. I'm going to go candle by candle here because I don't want to give back this move. It was a great move. So pre-market low is going to be the magnet. I just hope we hit it before I get taken out here. Let's see. This low is trying to hold, but if we don't, I think we flow even more. That was a 6 short. 6 short. If somebody took it with me, 6 short, guys. Okay, so that's the low. So if we can smash through these lows, I think we're going to hit pre-market low, but I'm just not going to hold that whole move because I don't want to give back my day. So if this takes me out, it takes me out, but I'm trailing this thing like this. This is my stop. All right, I'm out. I'm out. This thing probably continues, to be honest, but it is what it is. All right. You could look to reshort this. Another flag. You could look to reshort it. That wouldn't be a bad call, to be honest. Wouldn't be the worst call to reshort this thing. Yeah, like that would have been another short, or like a wait at these lows, or the 13 EMA, another retest. I think you could look to short, but I'm probably not going to short this thing again. I think high chances though, like good chances we reach this pre-market low. There it is. Maybe I trailed that too tight. Damn. Damn, there it is. Wow. Well, kind of called it, man. I mean, like, I just trailed it too tight. I trailed it way too tight. Wow. Look at that. Well, I trailed that way too tight. That sucks. Man, yeah, like I said, this flag here would probably work too, but I just didn't want to get back in and give back profits. But I should have trailed it probably above the candle high. Trailed it a little too tight. Now it's flowing really nicely. But it is what it is. If you caught that, that was a money short, right? 200 pre-market high retest. That was my risk. I added on that rejection again on that pre-market high, and then I got about 2.5 Rs. So pretty good, pretty good. I think this thing might eventually. It's retesting the low a day here, by the way, too. So could look for another short, but. That was nice. That was nice. Anybody take that? Six short. Could be another one setting up at this low a day here. Could be another one setting up right at the low a day. Let's see. Wouldn't be a bad call to let the EMAs catch up because it is getting extended from the EMAs. So wouldn't be the worst thing to see the EMAs catch up. There's another reject.
Order filled.
Another reject here. So is it going to go to pre-market low? Very well could. So that was the target. Pre-market low was the target all morning.
Order filled.
Great move. Okay, so I was saying that like the EMAs are getting super extended, right? So it's hard to ask for too much more, but pretty good short, man. That was a good short. So I caught pretty much down to here. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. We waited for a long time for that. Alright, so I hope somebody caught those with me. And if not, then all good. We'll be back at it tomorrow, guys. Thank you if you watched. Appreciate you being on. Appreciate the comments. And we'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be in the Discord. And if you're not already liked and subscribed, please do. Sub to the page, like the page, and get in the Discord, man. It's free. Alright. Peace and love.